you are sitting in my dashboard because I don't have a little phone mount thingy yet. But hello everyone and welcome to my stream. I'm learning how to do all of this. Sorry that the steering wheel is going to be getting in the way. It is the secondary character, player 2 if you will, in this stream. And I really hope my car isn't sounding way too loud and drowning out any of the audio here. It probably is, but oh well. Yeah, so we're just gonna get right into it. How y'all doing? Yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of sorry about that. Gaming and gaming life and streaming. So of course, been gaming forever it feels like. Learned how to read from gaming. I know this is gonna sound very silly, but anyway, I'm gonna be all over the place in this video because I'm treating this as like a makeshift podcast until I learn how to do everything and any and everything that's on Twitch. So for now, yes, you can find me on Twitch at poetic_shinobi. So yeah, twitch.tv/poetic_shinobi. If you need to spell that out, poetic, just like the adjective, and shinobi, shinobi. Anyways, first of all, I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm bouncing everywhere. I am very happy to be streaming right now. Got a couple videos up on my channel if you guys like to take a look. Right now it's only, I believe, Apex and Rogue Company up there right now, but I do have the interest in putting up some Tekken videos. I don't know, I'm into a lot of fighters and shooters, so you're going to see Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, and then the shooters, you're probably going to see Call of Duty and Apex Legends. What else? I play a lot of different stuff too, so you're more than likely you're going to run into Final Fantasy VII. That's one of my favorite games of all time. It was also my first tattoo, so Final Fantasy VII, yep, love that, love the remake, played the original, maxed out the time and everything, trying to unlock everything, but yep, so that's what this page is definitely going to be about. This is for gaming. Of course, there are a lot of gaming pages out there, I'm aware of that, but I figure, hey, why not jump into the fray? There is no perfect or right time to jump in. The longer you wait, the more you miss out. So you can't learn anything without running into a few bumps. So that's what this is. I gotta dive in and find out what Twitch is all about, what streaming is all about, so I can hopefully build my page and get a lot of traffic coming in. So, yep. There may be a lot of gaps in in talking because I'm still learning. So I will do the best I can to try to fill in that space with a lot of useless ramble. No, I'm kidding. Yep. But I do very much appreciate the opportunity to get to stream. As you can see, I just got off work, just hopped in the car, and here we are. So, yep. So hopefully when we get home, we'll be able to play a couple games of Apex. I've actually planned on playing Apex, Tekken, and I said one random. I put that in my planner today. So we shall see what that random is. Will it be Final Fantasy? Will it be another one? Can I surprise you guys? We shall see. Looking forward to I'm really hoping that the audio isn't terrible with my car. I'll have to find some other way to drown that out. We'll get better. We'll get better at it. No worries. Yeah. I guess I should go into like what kind of inspired this page, or what kind of inspired me to start streaming. Of course, Twitch has been around for years, so been watching other people play video games. I mean, I figured, why not generate my own content? I think the top people I've been watching play, I've been watching Staycation, been watching Lil Majin, watching Shroud, Main Man Sweet, a couple other people on there. I'm sorry if I left you out, but those are definitely a couple of pages of inspiration. Just, they do a lot of the same things I do. They're fortunate enough to get to stream a lot longer, and they've got their pages all set up. So I'm like, hey, if you like what they do, why not follow them? Why not copy it? Enjoy life. So that's what I'm doing the streaming for, to have a nice little outlet and sharing some games. So have some fun. You can't go to work all week and be bogged down by the regular responsibilities of life and whatnot. Stretch out sometimes. I call it breathing. And I have a lot of run-on sentences. I know. Thank you very much. But yep. You gotta breathe sometimes. You gotta come up for air. You have to. Life is hard enough as it is. We're all dealing with COVID and everything. Wear your mask. # wear your mask. So, when you are able to get home, why not cut on a PlayStation, or if you're a console gamer, cut on your PlayStation, cut on your Xbox, whatever you got, cut it on, enjoy. The PC Master Race, I can't leave you guys out. Unfortunately, I'm a console gamer, so you'll hear more about PS4 stuff than anything. I'll talk about PC games and stuff. I'll talk about a lot of different video games. I've been playing for almost 30 years now. Yep. By the way, I'm 31, if anybody cares. Yep. Where did we? I don't know. I guess this is really just an introductory video, so I mean, I can't not talk about my history of video games. This may or may not be boring to you, so TLDW. I'm going to be talking about a lot of different stuff, so hope you enjoy that. I guess I could go all the way back to the first Nintendo, the regular NES. I think it was my dad. He had all the games and stuff, like Ice Climber, Contra. I don't know why I started off with Ice Climbers, Galaga, tennis, Kung Fu. Those are good fun times. Two buttons, the simple life. I think the system I really started legit playing on was like the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. So let's see, Super Nintendo, Street Fighter 2, excuse me, Street Fighter 2. I'm sorry, I can't not talk about that game and not reference a historical time with that game. Just playing it nonstop when I was younger, maybe like 5 or 6, I can't remember. But it used to be so much fun. I would always pick Ken because he had the red gi, and I would say, "Oh yeah, my dad is Ryu and I'm Ken," or whatever. And then I don't know, you come to find out later on the different philosophies behind the characters and stuff like that. So I know I bounce back and forth between the Shoto characters, either way. But yeah, so the history behind Street Fighter 2 and my Super Nintendo. Back in the day, Vega, that's the Claw Vega here in the U.S., sorry. I think it's Balrog everywhere else. Anyway, yeah, difficult as hell to beat if you didn't know any anti-air moves. If you were a Shoto, of course, you could just throw a Shoryuken and it's done. Well, myself, as well as my dad, had a hard time doing the Shoryuken. So, every time he jumps off the cage, just thrashed us. We just got torn to pieces. Disclaimer, I may or may not cuss during this. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, Vega just kept tearing us up. We couldn't beat him. After a while, mind you, we're playing on the hardest difficulty too. Anyways, couldn't beat him. Long story short, the Super Nintendo ended up going down a flight of stairs. Yep. I think that was my first experience with a rage quit. Now, mind you, I wasn't there when this happened. I just happened to come back home, and I see my dad in the kitchen trying to put the Super Nintendo back together. I think eventually we saved up and got another one. But I think I still have the broken Street Fighter 2 cartridge. Like, it's not in pieces or anything, but there's definitely like the little screws that hold the cartridge together. That's definitely missing. I wonder if that thing still works. It'd be funny. Yeah, so yeah, there was definitely that was a rage quit. First experience with the rage quit. Yeah, then playing Donkey Kong Country and whatnot. That game actually, I didn't beat that when I was little. It took me forever to beat it. I think when I was like a teenager. I kept getting into like the ice stages and I would just get stuck. But then I finally what was his name? King Cool Rule or whatever the little crocodile dude name was. But finally beat it. And yeah, that one was fun. So that's Super Nintendo life. What else? Sorry, but I said Sega Genesis. So fun fact about the Sega Genesis for me, I learned how to read from playing the Sega Genesis. Actually, my dad played it. You're gonna hear a lot about my dad. He's pretty awesome. Sorry about that. Anyway, no, I'm not sorry about that. Fuck that. Anyways, Road Rash on the Sega Genesis. If you wanted to get back to where you were, or you needed to unlock the motorcycles, you needed to remember the passwords. Passwords, I think it was like 20 letters or whatever you had to enter, something like that. But basically, my dad saw that as an opportunity. It was like, hey, only way we can get back to this fast ass motorcycle is if we remember this code. So why not share letters and numbers with my son? So learned all my letters and numbers and all that from Road Rash. So shout out to that game. I think it was made by EA at the time, when EA was interested in giving back and not just taking everything in loot boxes. Anyway, I didn't say that. But yes, Road Rash, it's gotten to the point where I've even purchased the random Road Rash clones on PSN. Some of them are good, some of them are kind of terrible. Anyway, that goes the same way for like Streets of Rage. Any kind of beat 'em up side scroller, I am stuck on those. So yeah, Sega was Streets of Rage 1, 2, 3. Those were amazing. What was it? The Sega Genesis Classics. So each time Streets of Rage comes out, I'm always playing that. I didn't know there were secret characters in that until you go online, look up cheat codes, and figuring out how to get all the secret characters or use the Game Genie. I never used the Game Genie, but when I was able to unlock Rue in Streets of Rage 3, I was like, what? This is awesome. Everybody knows cheat codes is, what is it? L1, R1, L2, R2, X something, up, down, left, right. Good old GTA codes. Those are fun. I actually go as far back as to the Konami code. Once again, another one of the tattoos I have. I'll probably put that in another stream. But a lot of my tattoos are video game themed. So that's what I'm all about. I don't know if you can kind of see these here. Got a Super Nintendo controller there. Can I angle my arm? And yep, we got other stuff too. There's a Sega, there's N64, PS4, and Xbox One, and what else is here? Oh yeah, I even have the WASD. Oh, I wish you could see it. Wait. Yep, WASD. It's there. So yes, I did play PC for a little while. I think I need that gap. You see that gap there? I need to add an arcade joystick because there's a lot of good times spent at different arcades. golf and stuff. I don't know if anybody remembers Aladdin's Castle. Does anybody remember that? Back when arcades were legit. Anyway, I think that's a mental note. We should stop saying anyway. That's probably gonna get annoying after a while. So, where was I? I said Super Nintendo, Sega. We talked about arcade games. What happened after that? Was it? This is gonna look bad on me as a gamer. I can't remember. No, it was the N64 and then the PS. Yeah, it was. It had to be, because again, another Final Fantasy VII thing. The Final Fantasy VII, I'm sure you all know, was gonna come out on the N64, or I know there's like a demake that exists, and then lo and behold, I think it's 1996 that Final Fantasy VII comes out for the PlayStation 1. Yep, that was an extremely fun system. It still is. If you guys still have a PS1 and it still works, congratulations to you. We had two, because we wanted to play the Link games. We played Command and Conquer versus each other. Command and Conquer was a good ass game. I know everybody loves it on PC. It was pretty fun on PlayStation. You know, when you played the campaign, you got to do little cheat codes, infinite money. Yeah, good times. But yes, N64. What was that? That was Banjo-Kazooie. So just like I talked about Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo, kind of connects to how Banjo-Kazooie was on N64 for me. So kept playing that game, got to a certain point, got enough puzzle pieces, put it down. Got a little bit further, put it down. Finally, I was like, you know what? We're gonna beat this game. We are gonna beat it. So, and I think I got that like 100%. I got all the little Jinjos and all the Jiggies. It got to the point I think I had extra puzzle pieces that I didn't even need. That was the hilarious part of it. Like, did all that work, learned all the little moves, talked to the shaman dude. I can't remember. Wow, yeah, that reaches back. I can't remember the name. The little shaman dude. Mumbo Jumbo. I think that was his name. I think his name was Mumbo Jumbo. No one talked to that game. They all had the little like Charlie Brown kind of stuff. That was hilarious. Wow, yeah, that's taking me back. Anyways, what else was on Nintendo 64? You can't talk Nintendo 64 without talking about Super Smash Brothers. Good times. Of course, I thought I was pretty good with my family, playing against my family and friends. I thought I was legit. I was having 3-on-1 matches. I would pick Fox. I'd have everybody else like pick Kirby. Do what you do. Let's do this. And sometimes they would get me, but most of the time I was trying to flex. I was trying to flex on them. That was fun as hell. Unlocking little secret characters and stuff. Trying to do the bonus stages. Oh my gosh. I think it was Yoshi's that was the hardest. And then right after you beat Yoshi's, I think it's Captain Falcon you unlock. So it's like you go right into that match. It's like, damn it. Anyways, my main was Fox and a little bit of Mario at that time. But you go on YouTube and you see all these legit pro players. What is it? The dash cancel, the block cancel, whatever it is. Like when you see that there's another level to play a competitive game, or to play another level of playing the game competitively, it blows your mind. That's what it does for me. Like all like the different Super Smash Brothers, Tekken. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get into PlayStation in a minute, but yeah, Super Smash Brothers. When you see that played at a higher level than what you can do or what you were capable of at the time, it's mind blowing. N64. What else was on N64? I used to go to my cousin's house to play Bomberman at one school. What else was on there? Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap. If you can't tell, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I don't have a Pokemon tattoo yet. I need one. I always thought I wanted a Pokeball on my elbow until I got my elbow tatted, and I rethought that decision. Let's see, what else? Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 mini games. I tried training my Pokemon. Oh man, it's kind of dark in here. Anyway, I hope you guys see me with the red lights from the brake lights of everybody else. But yeah, I tried training my Pokemon, but of course, everybody plays, when they play on the Game Boy, you have the Game Shark, you can get, level up to 100, and then you got Master Balls, and then you can use a missing number. We call it missing no. Everybody's missing number. It's missing no, whatever. Missing no, and you get the unlimited rare candy, so you just max out your Pokemon, and then you, of course, all fight each other with 100 level Pokemon, which makes absolutely no sense. It's like you cheated to get there. It's not a game anymore. Now it becomes like strategy. Can you use the moves? Can you beat electric versus a rock Pokemon? That's always the interesting part, when you cheat to give an electric Pokemon surf to beat a rock Pokemon when you know that shouldn't happen. Anyway, so that's what I remember of Nintendo 64. What else I can remember from, let's move on to PlayStation. And Tekken and Crash Bandicoot. I have a Crash tattoo. That's most of what you're gonna hear about. It's like, oh yeah, here video games and tattoos. What else? By the way, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream for now. This is like I said, my first time streaming myself on Twitch or on any kind of live thing. I've done like Instagram and everything, but I feel like this is the inaugural initiation to streaming for the page. So if you do tune in, come on, hang out. If you're watching this later on in my saved videos, if you're watching this here on YouTube or Twitch, awesome sauce. I appreciate y'all stopping by. To continue, PlayStation, I played the hell out of that system. Game Day with my cousin DJ, man, it got to a point with that game that I would kind of try to punk him into staying to play the game. He would literally he was like, man, let's go outside, let's go play basketball, and I would go, nah man, you scared you're gonna lose again. Like, it took my mom to be like, man, y'all better go outside. It took my mom to actually jump in, and it was like, nah, y'all need to go outside. You've been here for too long. So, yeah. But Game Day, before the Madden craze took over. Madden was good on Sega too. I'm sorry to reach back, but Madden was good on Sega, and I didn't really pick it up until way later. Like, I didn't pick up Madden. I didn't do legit at Madden until 2004 or 2007. One of the versions I had. I wasn't buying it every year like that, but Madden was pretty dope. Anyways, let's continue with PlayStation. I had a lot of crazy games on that one. Not crazy games, but like the stuff I guess I found I was not interested in was like, what was it? Resident Evil 2. Popular game. Very, very popular. But when you're the age I was or whatever when that game came out, and you get to that scene where the liquor crawls across the window, I'm sorry to spoil that for anybody, but when that liquor crawled across the window, I was done with the game. That was it. No more. I will tell that story till the day I die. I turned that game off, and I was like, you know what? I hope there's another Lion King or Disney game coming out soon. I don't know if I thought that at the time, but I was like, nope. We're never turning this on again. It took my uncle to actually get far in the game, and actually he beat it multiple times, unlocked the rocket launcher and I think it was the top. I'm probably confusing that with Resident Evil 4, but Yeah, unlocked all the weapons and costumes and everything. And he'd learned of all the different viruses and everything. Like, he got legit into it and understood it like all the way through. Said, "More power to you, sir. Thank you for letting me watch." Just like we do on Twitch now. I wonder if he would have put a Twitch, if Twitch existed back then, that'd probably been awesome for him. He'd probably been making a grip now. Anyway, he also did that for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 plus Knuckles. I need to come back to, I need to do something for the Sega thing. Or I need to do something focused on the Sega, because there was a lot of stuff there. Anyway, we're back on PlayStation. Another game that was scary at the time for me was Silent Hill. You know, there's now a Silent Hill movie, and there's Silent Hill 4, 5, 6. So, you know, the franchise did really well. Not so much the movie, but the games did pretty good. And I will take you through that scene on Silent Hill 1 on PlayStation 1. There's a scene, I think you get into and this again happened very early in the game. You get to a bar, and then like you do some little dialogue, whatever. Then you walk outside the bar, and there's this dense ass fog. You're like, okay, well, I don't know what happened. Whatever, I'm gonna keep walking. You walk a little further, and there's this like weird body humanoid with no arms looking thing that's walking down the street. And I think all I have is a flashlight, I don't have no weapons at the time. I probably needed to pick up a weapon, or I just needed to run away. I never figured it out, because just like Resident Evil, turned the game off. Said, nope, this is not for me. This is not my game. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna have nightmares. And now I watch all kinds of weird, scary, creepy horror and gore movies all the time. So I probably could go back to it and scream like a huge weenie later on. Probably wake up my kids in the middle of the night. What was that? Either way. What was it? But yeah, saw that weird humanoid. If you've seen the movie, you've seen that scene where the thing just walks up and then stumbling and whatever. You've seen that scene. And yeah, to this day, I've not come back on Silent Hill. I will watch a speed run on YouTube of Silent Hill. I will watch someone play it. I will not play it right now. Let's see. PlayStation still had a lot of fighting games. Street Fighter EX plus Alpha. Yes, that game was dope. Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Of course, those crossovers will remain classic forever. Let's see. Played a lot. Those random action adventure games are kind of like military guy games, like Siphon Filter. That one was pretty good. I'm gonna say pretty good as a very, very base adjective. I'm pretty sure at the time when I was little, those were amazing games. Like, graphics cannot get any better than this. Now we're on the PlayStation 5. Go back and go look at PlayStation 1 Tekken. Pick Kuma and grab somebody and watch him just like I wish I knew the exact term, the colliding physics or the collisional, whatever. Polygon collisions, however you describe it. I don't know the term, it escapes me at the moment, but if you watch that, it's hilarious. Yeah, and then you watch it now, there's a little bit like with hair, the hair passes through the body. That's you can let that go. Yes, no doubt graphics have improved. I bounced around so much I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Fighting games. I'm sorry, I said the weird action games. Siphon Filter 1. I never understood the premise of 1. I tried to run around like a dude with a gun arm. And, no, not Barrett. He ran around with a gun arm, and I remember being on some cheat code. It was called Cheat Code Central at the time. There was Cheat Code Central, and there was another one before Game FAQs. I know when I found Game FAQs, it was like, oh my gosh, the world is open. Cheat Code Central and another one. Either way, yeah. And I did like some level skip, and I ended up in just some weird tunnel. Like there was like never ending. I don't know. Let's see. What else? I said Crash Bandicoot earlier. Played all of those. Crash 1, 2, 3. Then got Crash Team Racing and Crash Bash. Crash Bash got frustrating at one point. Still played it, but it got frustrating at one point. Crash Team Racing. When I saw someone like pass through an entire race with just boosting the entire time, blew my mind again. It's like, I've been playing this. Obviously, I've been playing this game wrong. They said this is to drive, and this is to brake, and this is the gas. And that's as far as I took it. Someone said, you know what? We're going to take it a step further. They had all the jumps timed and all the different speed pads. I couldn't. Out of my depth at that point. What else is there? Lots of good games on the PlayStation 1. Final Doom. I remember, like I said, we had two PlayStation 1s at the time. Very, very blessed and fortunate. Because my dad he was teaching me like how to play certain games with them. Like we played Descent together. We played Command & Conquer and Final Doom. Now, as you can see by the Silent Hill and Resident Evil stories, I was scary. So when you try to play Final Doom, I can't even remember what difficulty we were playing on. I don't think we were playing on Hurt Me Plenty or like Ultra Violence. I don't think we were playing on those. It was probably like whatever Recruit. It was the basic level. But I was still scared of like the imps and the little cake of demons and all that stuff. That thing with like the red demon with the one eye, I think I was most afraid of that. But you know, playing with Dad, he's like, you know, just go around the corner, strafe around the corner and stuff. So I'm learning little movements and stuff. I'm always trying to pick up the machine gun and just start letting off and stuff like that, or the plasma rifle. Like, I'm taking all the big guns. My dad is just sitting there with the chainsaw and the pistol. Like, this is nothing. Yep, that was fun. I think I have like a crazy ass nightmare about what is the final boss, the one with the missile arm, like the giant hell demon with the missile arm. I can't even remember his name, but yeah, that one was creepy. And then after you beat that, I think in the credits there's a giant pentagram with the demon on it and like blood on its forehead and stuff. And that's looking back on it, that's pretty I don't know. I wouldn't show it to my kids. Like, I'm not. That's no shot at my dad. That's no shot at him. That's just something I was like, I wasn't prepared for. I was not prepared for it. But as you play the games, you understand that these are just video games. They are meant for entertainment. They're not to get you to recruit into some kind of cult. It's not what that's for. It's not what my dad was trying to enforce on me. Oh man, and that is random, and that just popped in my head. But it was hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm behind this tar truck. Why? Yep. Anyways, what else? So yeah, Final Doom. Scary as hell as a kid. I could probably go through it now, no problem. Of course, I think I played it several times, like the invulnerability cheat. Just walk through the game. Yeah, none of this scares me. You can't hurt me. Yeah. But yeah, Descent was dope because there were times where my dad knew where the exit route is. After you blow up the little final boss, it was like, okay, self-destructing now, get out of here. There was one time I had one job. All I literally had to do was go in reverse and back up. Somehow I screwed that up and my plane blew up and I died. But it was hilarious. But yeah. But I remember that game because there was a point where it was like, okay, you know what you're doing. You know the little barrel rolls, you know the little moves and whatnot. Speaking of barrel rolls, I forgot to mention Star Fox 64. But we've moved on to PlayStation. I will come back to it later. We'll have plenty of time to discuss these things. If you guys like the channel, please follow and come on back and ask me questions. I don't know everything, but I know a lot about video games. A lot. Anyway, moving on. Descent. I think we played Crazy Ivan, but didn't work well. What other games that we had? I think that was it, but Command & Conquer, we played that non-stop. Played the campaign, I know I talked about it a little bit. I'm going to repeat myself sometimes. Played that on PlayStation and on PC. We got pretty good. My dad and I played with his buddy, and we were like 3v3 online most of the time. We did pretty good. I had the bad strategy of just like an all-out rush, and if that didn't work, I was out of money, and I left my team kind of wide open, and then my base got destroyed, and then everybody else got destroyed. Until I learned, okay, you know, send it in waves or whatever, or if that works, whichever strategy. There's different strategies for different games. I mean, for different matches. You know, you had the type in the chat, no rush. Okay, all right. Build up your stuff, find all your resources, and then once all the resources on the map is gone, what you gonna do? I was actually talking about Command & Conquer earlier to one of my jiu-jitsu coaches. He's a big PC fan. He plays StarCraft and Age of Empires and all kinds of fun stuff. But on Command & Conquer, I think this was Red Alert 2 on the PC, I liked getting one of the Allied forces, and you could send a spy into the tech lab, and you would get a Chrono Commando. That had to be cheating. Like that, it was. I mean, you could get it. It wasn't like the. I'll get to that in a minute. The Chrono Commando was dope. It had the power of the Chrono Soldier, or what was it? Whatever, the Chrono Legionnaire, whatever it was, and the Navy SEAL. The Navy SEAL could take out infantry in one shot and blow up buildings. But if you get that with the Chrono Legionnaire, he can teleport everywhere. So all you ended up hearing was little C4 knocking at your door, and he would just shoot, shut stuff down. And if you had an army of them, it was hilarious. Like, you just see the person like, why is my stuff blowing up? What's going on? It was fun. It was definitely fun. You couldn't teleport them too far, and they wouldn't phase in, and they'd get killed, and you'd waste your money. But that was a fun unit to use. But the thing I meant to bring up was there were cheats you could put in, and you could put a president in one of the IFV tanks, and it would turn it into like a little mini prism tank. And then once it got promoted, there was like no stopping that thing. That was fun. You know, you can do map reveals and stuff like that. It's video games, guys. People cheat. People know stuff more than you do. People know more than I do. So there'd be times where you'd be in the middle of a match, and you know, the fog of war, you couldn't see the other person's map until you got, or the other person's base until you got over there and flew like a paratrooper or something over. But there's a cheat on there where you could open up the map. How did I know? Because somebody was dropping shit in my base, and I'm like, there's no way you see me. I have the gap generator, which is supposed to block out any kind of map reveal or anything. So I was like, hey, you know, let's fight fire with fire. We're gaming, let's have some fun. So we had the map opener cheat or whatever, the president's hack, that. And it turned into, it was fun too, because you would randomly turn it on. I'm like, all right, casual match we're about to lose, turn on the cheats. Let's have some fun. And you would get called all kinds of names and stuff in the chat, like, oh, you blah blah blah. Yeah. So all you were fighting was to hear, you are victorious. Battle control terminated. Anyway, fun times on PC. Also played Soldier of Fortune. Soldier of Fortune was fun. You could see, and I talked about this with Coach again, you could see where certain games we either borrowed from Counter-Strike and Counter-Strike borrowed from them. There was like certain maps that would pop up in Soldier of Fortune, or like certain guns. I was like, wait a minute, I've seen that before. So, you know, anyway, that's a small little tidbit. The Soldier of Fortune was fun, especially when I don't know if you had to enable it or not, or when it was. Oh no, it was only in the campaign. In the campaign, when you got too close and you shot somebody with a shotgun, it was like dismemberment was on, so like their arms and legs would fly everywhere. It was funny. It's funny if you play that, but not Silent Hill. Weird. Anyway. But yeah, and then online, had fun with that. I had some funny names. Of course, I put like a Final Fantasy VII thing, or I said something like K-Dog or KJ or something. I think, what was it? I don't know, I think I was putting back in, what was it? Well, it was 90s and 2000s and stuff, like Compton's Finest or whatever. That's where I grew up. Anyway, that's another story for another time. Great city, great city. Great city. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I won't put that on here. But back to the game. Yeah, so of course, as in all games, you learn that there's cheat codes out there after you play for a while. So of course, there's wall hacks and all kinds of fun stuff. So after you get done playing the game legitimately, it's like you want to go have a little bit extra fun, just extra level of fun or whatever. You're not out there to cheat everybody out of the game and taint anyone else's experience. It's just another level of fun in my book. I don't know. You guys can leave your feedback and see how you feel about cheat codes and stuff. But yes, the wall hacks, and like I think it was like you're able to either walk through walls or shoot through walls, something. I mean, of course you can see through, but it was something like, yeah. Anyways, that was fun too. Soldier of Fortune was cool. I want to say that's the extent of my PC gaming. Soldier of Fortune, Command & Conquer, StarCraft. I just played the campaign. I really didn't get too good in the multiplayer for that. And then you see now, like, you have to calculate actions per second or actions per minute or something. When you time how the units have to be made, that's another level. I don't knock it because I've never tried it, but I can appreciate the level of commitment to that. Unfortunately, I was not able to reach that. Anyway, where else are we going? Actually, I'm getting close to picking up my kids. So, I guess next time we can talk about life after PS1 and PC gaming, which that then turns into PS2, Xbox, and then I had the PS3, the Xbox 360. That'll be a good story for you guys. I know this has been just story time and just talking. That'll be a good story for you guys because the PS2 is, I think you can look up stats. I think PS2 is still the highest selling console. So I was PS2 all the way, like nonstop. And then I didn't get a PS3 first. I got a Xbox 360. And I played the hell out of that system so much that I was considering, like, oh yeah, I'm no longer a PlayStation fanboy. I am now a Xbox guy. But then I had friends at the time; they were all on the PS3s, and so I started. I was working at Pizza Hut, saved up enough money to go to Pizza Hut, got a TV. I think I was working like 2 jobs at the time, or 3 jobs. Anyway, got a PlayStation 3, got a new TV, and I was back in the PlayStation camp. But like I said, that's another story for another time. When you guys can, I hope you liked the little story time. I think I put this in the just chatting category or whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was fun. If you do have any feedback for me, please leave it. Please let me know how I can improve the channel, or provide feedback on what kind of games you guys would like to see. Like I said, I'm going to try to play some Apex and Tekken tonight, and maybe one surprise game. Yeah, well, I really appreciate you guys listening. If you didn't jump in on the live feed, which of course I see, I hope you enjoy watching this later on when it gets posted, either on YouTube or Twitch. Either one, follow me there. I'm on YouTube as Poetic_Shinobi. You can find me everywhere. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I think that's all I got for right now. I don't have a Discord or anything yet. I have a Discord, but I still gotta configure that. But yes. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for listening. If you did listen, or if you stopped by for a few minutes and then left midway, that's okay. That's good too. I appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, thank you so much for tuning in. Would greatly appreciate it if you guys provide some feedback so we can have fun with this channel. It's something I've been dying to do forever, so I've dived into it, and now we're here. We'll see where it goes. Thank you all for tuning in, and take care.